Here, quickly! There's a man out there.
What?
Look, he's crawling on... I thought I saw something out there.
What?
Nothing.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Have you ever asked yourself the uncomfortable question, what if she's right? What if that MFer isn't real? Truly astonishing story, and I am amazed at how the internet has really run with this one, and the sleuths online are going in hard. They're saying that maybe this MFer isn't actually real, and there is now an eyewitness supposedly to what's going on, and it's very, very strange. This is all developing. Okay, so if you've been living under a rock, the internet has been astonished at this video of a woman on an American Airlines flight saying that everyone is going to die because she's sitting next to someone who isn't real. Huh?
I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Not real. As she walks away with pants that have maybe been scratched by the lizard person. Who knows? Who knows? Are those claw marks? I'm just making fun of her a little bit because people generally made fun of her and said, hey, man, she's crazy. This is nuts. How could you possibly have done that? Here are some of the memes. Like, oh, look, the lady, she found the lizard person. Whoa, it's so scary. Kind of looks like her, actually. AI is generating what may have actually happened here. Is this what she saw? Well, there's an eyewitness who came forward and posted on TikTok. Apparently, this person is a passenger on the flight. And apparently, this person saw what happened and said that something really weird did happen, actually, with this passenger. But I think there's maybe something more to this story. I discounted this individual, and I'll tell you straight up why I didn't put this in my other video that I made on this interesting little viral meltdown of this woman saying she's flying next to unreal people. I didn't do it because the caption on his original explainer here, which is his first TikTok video, which is always a bit of a red flag, okay? That this guy's first video is this big breaking news clip where he says that there might have been a lizard person on the plane. This guy says he was flying and he was close to the woman who was in hysterics, but he says this in his caption, please don't take this video seriously because it's not real. I completely made it up. I just want to see how gullible people are on the platform. People are on this app. So that's why I didn't take it seriously. I thought he was a prankster. But then he did a part 2, and he explained himself and explained that caption. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play you his explanation. You can watch it here. And then I'll play you his follow-up, where he sort of explains that, no, he seriously was a passenger on the plane, and he saw what he saw. And then I'll present to you a little piece of information that may very well blow your mind. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. This has gone viral. It's got 7 million views. Check it out.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Okay, here's the story time for you. I've tried like 2 times to record this, but I keep going over the 3-minute limit, and I don't want to do a part 1, part 2 type thing, so I'm going to try to be specific. I was on that flight. It was American Airlines. We were leaving Dallas-Fort Worth. I was sitting in the left aisle, about 3 rows back from this woman. She was sitting in the right aisle, and she had this very interesting exchange with some dude in a hoodie. I don't remember the color of the hoodie. I really, you know how memory is. When you're not super paying attention, you don't remember all the details. I had one headphone in, couldn't hear all the specifics of what happened, but I noticed this exchange between this woman and this dude in a hoodie. And it was kind of weird at the time because it seemed like no one else before she really started getting frantic, like was paying attention to this, but that makes sense. It was like a normal flight. This was after putting all the luggage away. We'd been on the plane for a little bit. It was before the flight attendant came over and gave the little spiel. And what I remember is she was having like a full-blown conversation with this dude in the hoodie. I'll call him the hoodie guy. She was having a full-blown conversation with hoodie guy. The weird thing was that he never once said a word to her the whole time. And at the time, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about it. But it was like it's like she would say something and he like would respond, but there was no exchange happening. It was just her getting more and more frantic. Which, okay, if she's drunk and she's going crazy, then you would think the dude in the hoodie would have been like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? But he was just like dead locked on her, like deep eye contact with her, like I don't want to feed into the conspiracies here, but like almost like she was like in a hypnosis type of thing. And she started getting more and more frantic to the point where then people started kind of noticing. Flight attendant came over, tried to calm her down, like, what's going on? She sat back down, but she kept looking over at this dude in the hoodie, and finally she was like done with it. And that's like when I really started paying attention, like, okay, what the f is going on? And that's when she was like, I can't do this. She started getting up. She started walking up to the front. And then the whole video thing happened. I didn't take a video of it. I was listening to a Stephen King audiobook. I wasn't like pulling out my phone to record this. And she didn't seem drunk to me, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I didn't see her drink. I mean, she seemed totally normal to me up until that point. The weird thing was after she left the plane, the dude in the hoodie, which the flight attendant was like, did anything happen? And he still didn't say a word. He just went like, and like shrugged. The dude in the hoodie like looked around the plane and he looked back at me. And he winked at me. And again, I didn't quite register it. I was like, okay, what the fuck was that about? I was like, maybe he's just being like an ass, like winking. Like, that was weird, wasn't it? But now that I look back, I realized that when he winked at me, and it was his left eye looking back at me, it didn't wink like this. It winked like this. And I didn't even register.
Okay, so crazy, right? He says that there was a lizard eye and that the person was sitting there and that the guy didn't move, and he had lizard eyelids that blink from the sides, okay? So I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe this guy's just a prankster, red flag, first post. Then he just, seconds ago, posted up a part 2. So, part 2. And he says, all I have to say is I'm sorry, I didn't notice this when it happened. More importantly, everything I'm saying is not true. Even about the algorithm, I wasn't on the plane. It's literally just fun account for storytelling and exploring interesting things. I want to see how far this can go. Social experiment. Then the dude posted part 2, and it went like this.
Okay, here's your part 2. I can't even believe this video has blown up this much. I literally made this video in a few minutes, went to go see some fireworks, hung out with some friends, came home, went to bed a little bit tipsy, woke up in the morning, got to work, didn't even check my phone, and then I see this thing blowing up all over the place. And there's a bunch of bullshit in the comments of people saying, like, you weren't there, like, it's a joke, he's a liar, all this bullshit. Which, whatever, I don't even care about any of that. I don't, like, get on TikTok all that much at all. But I am kind of annoyed at the email I got last night. That kind of shit pisses me off. And I know it's probably nothing serious. It kind of freaked me out a little bit when I got up in the morning. But I know it's probably someone in the comments, one of y'all probably found my email or something, and you're just playing a prank or, like, being an asshole. But I don't appreciate that kind of stuff. So I'm going to make this one video. I'm going to clear the air and just tell, like, nothing crazy happened on the plane for the rest of the flight. But what else happened? Like, you know, let me just clear the air and just tell you the rest of my little story, and then that's it. I forgot about it, whatever. I've seen shit in my life. Like, I'm going to move on with my life. So whatever. First off, I was on the plane. So everyone's saying, oh, the reason I put that in the description, which I thought we all knew about TikTok, is because TikTok will suppress content and take content down when you're talking about like controversial things or conspiracy things or like, you know, political stuff. It'll take your videos down. Something that I heard is if you put like fake this, fake that, fake blood, fake body, if you put that your video is fake in the description, then it sometimes like tricks the algorithm. So that's why I did that. 2, people are talking about the flight attendants were switched on the plane. That isn't weird. People are like, that's so weird. That happens. People come down, the flight attendants come down with the plane and land and inspect it and leave, and then the new flight attendants come for the flight out. Like, that's normal. And then the last thing was like nothing else really happened on the plane. I just noticed, which now again looking back, this is just kind of strange to me. The guy never once said anything to anyone the entire flight. Not even the flight attendant, didn't ask for anything. He didn't have headphones, never pulled out a phone, didn't have a computer, wasn't reading anything, didn't watch the TV in front of him. He just like sat there frozen the entire flight, which I don't know. I'm not thinking about it again because people are like saying, oh, you didn't notice? No, I'm not thinking about this shit. You know, I don't know, maybe he's meditating. I don't know. You've got to take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't know. But what was also weird is he didn't have a bag or anything when we left the plane. He just got up in jeans and his hoodie and walked right off the plane. And I tried to kind of see if I could see him again, but as soon as we got to the ramp, didn't see him again. So that's really all that happened. And I don't really care to talk about this anymore, but I don't appreciate the email that I got last night talking about like, oh, we see what you're doing, we hear you, we see you. That bullshit. So don't send me that kind of crap anymore. That kind of stuff is annoying. But that's it. Like, that's my story. Whatever. Everyone has a story. Everyone's saying about it. Who gives a Leave what you.
However, in the caption, we still get a like, I wasn't on the plane. This is a fun account. This is exploring interesting things. I want to see how far this goes. Social experiment. That's what the guy says. So is he punking everyone? It seems like it, but these are going insanely viral. These are being posted all over the place. I thought that you should, at the very least, see this content and see the account so that you can, decide for yourself, I suppose. So like, I don't know. I find this interesting. Maybe it's just a slow news cycle, right? Ukraine didn't stage a false flag nuclear attack. There are people who are saying that this guy, and you can see here how he looks a hell of a lot like the guy in the green hoodie, which, I don't know. Do you see similarities here? Do you think that it could be the same person? Do you think that this could be like a very elaborate social experiment? Maybe he was the guy the whole time. He does have kind of weird eyes. Are those the same eyes? Is this an elaborate social experiment? Again, they've posted footage of apparently the person who was the guy who caused all of this ruckus, the guy in the green hoodie, is the person that everyone is focusing on. You can see here at the end of the video, a close-up of the guy in the green hoodie. There you go. So, is that guy this guy? Is he doing this? Is he messing with this woman in order to start a TikTok account and get 20,000 followers? Post 2 videos? I mean, he was right up with a response right afterwards. I don't know, man. I don't know. The internet is an interesting, strange place. And sometimes
I'm telling you,
those
right
MFers
now,
are not
that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Sometimes these MFers are not real. Is this guy real? Is he telling the truth? Or is he just joking, pranking everyone? He said so in the captions. Well, it's sometimes, in these moments, you don't really know what to believe. But that's what's on the internet, and we feel like it's, at the very least, worthy of showing you. You're smart. You'll figure it out. It's your boy, Benny. Like, share, and subscribe to find out if these MFers are real. See ya.